Well, fuck it. I haven't posted anything in, I don't know, a week or so. I posted all them old videos I had put on Facebook that kind of spurred me to create this channel. What to talk about? Okay, so I'm at the laundromat doing my laundry. My case manager was cool enough to let me continue doing this for the next few weeks. I get off the ankle monitor June 16th. Woo! 3 weeks away. Tomorrow I gotta drive down to Detroit for the last house meeting. Once a month, the last Thursday every month, they have a fucking pointless meeting where it's mandatory attendance for all in-house residents and residents on home confinement. So that would be me. I got 2 times, 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Now, the thing is, if you've been dealing with the halfway house for months, as I have, coming up on 11 months now, there is no insight to be gained from this fucking meeting. Furthermore, it's all of 15 minutes. Unless a bunch of new guys start asking stupid fucking questions, which, yeah, that's what happens. You know, it'd be fun to fucking record some of this shit, you know? One thing that always comes up, there's a certain staff member there who is super by the book. I'm not going to put his name out there. I don't know if I can legally do that. But if you've dealt with Cherry Health on the east side of Detroit, I'm thinking you can guess who I'm talking about. He works third shift and goes above and beyond the call of duty. The only thing he ever fucked with me about was not wearing a mask. Surprise, surprise, huge anti-masker here, you know? Why would I wear a bulletproof vest in case you get shot, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, me wearing a bulletproof vest doesn't make sense to me. I understand if you're high risk, you know, if you have potential to be infected or whatever the fuck, you know, maybe you should protect yourself. But me wearing something that's a nuisance, fogs up my fucking glasses, can't see, can't breathe. I don't get the point of why I should, wear a fucking mask. So, anyway, that was about the only thing that staff member ever gave me a hard time about. But he did threaten me with an incident report for it because it was multiple times he had said something to me. So, any fucking who, he would fuck with guys about goddamn everything, man. Come in right from work. All right, you got to drop. You know, piss test. You know, not even, you know, not come home from work and even get in the door. Like, have to wait in the sally port until you have to piss. I have a couple, I won't say a couple friends, but I have one dude is a good friend of mine that did this to him multiple occasions, which wasn't no problem for him, you know, but it's the nuisance of just came home from work, want to take a fucking shower, you know, relax, watch some TV and shit. Oh, no, you got to fucking drop, you know. So, and there were other guys that, like, fuck, you know, here I am. I put myself on the spot by just winging it here. I can't think of another really good example that was on an individual basis, but here's something the staff member's notorious for. 2:30 a.m. fire drill. Yeah. Get that fucking klaxon cranking, boy. Yeah. Just when you get to sleep. So, in every room, there's a smoke detector / fire alarm. It's fucking loud. You go out in the hallway, there's some loud motherfuckers. You go in the bathroom, it's the loudest fucking klaxon alarm you've ever heard. Alright? Now imagine this at 2:30 in the morning, you know. So a couple times he did it at midnight. Midnight's reasonable, but you know, 2, 3 in the morning, not so fucking reasonable to have to listen to his klaxon. And they keep the alarm going the whole fucking time. Mind you, there's about 100, maybe 150 in-house residents. So what this staff member does is he goes around with this fucking paper. And everybody has to sign it. So your signature, and then spell out your name and your fucking register number, right? So you gotta listen to this fucking klaxon until all 150, well, I'm not gonna exaggerate, maybe 100 It's over 100. I'm not sure if it's 150, but it's definitely over 100. Any fucking who. You gotta wait and listen to this fucking klaxon. And there's no relief. They want you, not they, other staff members, when they do it, you know, you sign the paper, go back in your room, still got the fucking alarm going. But no, this certain staff member, you got to stay your ass in the hall. So you have to just stand there in your fucking pajamas, you know, and just fucking wait 10, 20 minutes for everybody to sign the fucking paper to say they participated, you know. And I guess legally, for like some fire codes or whatever the fuck, this is something they have to do. But it's just like the way that he goes about it is just different than the other staff members, you know. It's just different, just a little extra, as you could say. So that sucked. So here I am coming up 6 months living with Joe and Sarah, and you know, I don't ever want to forget. Don't ever want to forget about that bullshit. It's hard. It's hard, you know. Get out here, start taking shit for granted right away. Here we go. We'll get a little deep here. So my friend Rob Rosso, follow him on Convict Inc. That's his YouTube channel. He got out. He was sentenced to a life sentence back in like 1998. He got out in 2021 under the CARES Act for having cancer. He has recurring bladder cancer. So, man went to prison, lived the hardcore prison life. You know, that's his story. He tells it better than I will, but I'll sum it up quick. Lived the hardcore prison life, got cancer, really made him start reflecting on everything and kind of turn things around. But still, you know, basically at the end of the day, knew he was going to die in prison. In the feds, a life sentence, that's a death sentence. You know, at least with lethal injection, they take you out after a few years, maybe 5, 10, 20 years. Timothy McVeigh, yeah, they took care of him real quick. I think it was about 5 years, maybe like 4 and some change after he was actually sentenced. But let's see, the Oklahoma City bombings were 4/20 of 96. Anyway, McVeigh was executed in 2001. So he was one of the rare exceptions that he didn't sit on death row very long. Anyway, what I'm getting to was Rob got out after doing a life sentence, and relatively surprisingly, okay, here's your paperwork, it's time to go. You know, it'd been coming down the line for years, but you never know until you know, so it was still a surprise. So he gets out here into the real world, and we're talking on the phone. I talked to his wife as well. And after about 14 months of being out here, so this was the middle of 22, yeah, so about this time last year, you know, he basically says, fuck, I wish I could think of the way he said it, but I'll tell you how I said it, because I'm saying it now. The thrill is gone. I've been out of prison 10 fucking months. And it's all been fun and games and like, oh, this is great, this is great, this is fucking great, this is great, my life's going so great, got a nice truck, got a fucking house, got friends, got family, got all the support in the fucking world, you know what I mean? You know what I fucking mean? Everything really is going great, but guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The thrill is gone. Took Rob 14 months on a life sentence, you know, 14 months after getting out from a life sentence. Took me 10. Here I am, and I'm like, oh yeah, 9-to-5 job. Yeah, I never wanted that, you know, so it was cool. It was cool to be making money and, you know, working. I got great work ethic and shit, but I'm just frustrated. Like, I'm not getting this fucking reward that I did for a while, at least, you know, 10 months, yeah. But maybe it's just the fact I'm getting this ankle monitor off in a couple weeks. It's really looming, you know, like reality is really gonna hit. But it never hits. Nothing in life ever fucking hits definitely, unexpected things do, but things you're anticipating, at least for me, I don't know. When I was a little kid, first day of school and shit, super excited. I was a kid that liked school, but other events, fucking taking my girlfriend to homecoming, whatever that was, to 10th grade, everything, like there was a climax building, and I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I don't know if I did it to myself, if I chose to do it, if something broke in my fucking brain. I don't know if prison did it, whatever the fuck, but for many years now, everything's so goddamn anticlimactic. That's the word for it, And I wish this wasn't the case, but it is. And that's the thing, is I've looked forward to my release date in prison for so long. I had all these hopes and dreams. I think I'd mentioned that in another video about getting a hooker on the bus or whatever the fuck, and going out to eat and shit, because I had a 5-hour layover in Chicago. But, none of that worked the way I thought it would. So there was a little bit of climactic feeling, but when the cop came to unlock my door and says time to go, it didn't feel fucking way I thought it would. And 3 weeks, it's like 3 weeks and 3 days, I'll have this fucking ankle monitor cut off, and I'll be able to, free to do whatever I want. I've talked to my probation officer. He's cool with me buying this house. Basically what it sounds like, I just gotta check in with them, do, some piss tests, and fucking keep working and shit, right? So I'm about to be free. Free to do what? Free to do what? I'll sit and think on that. I do. Because every fucking thing I try to do, man, it never hits the way I want it to. I want to find that fucking meaning, that fucking reward, that fucking, wow, that was fun. So this is my catharsis. Get it out. Maybe somebody will sit through this bullshit. If not, oh well. I'll fucking watch it later. Or I won't even be able to sit through my own bullshit. At least I fucking tried, right? I don't know. Was this really trying? Shooting off the cuff? Bullshit? My bullshit to you. That's my gift. Yeah. I watch TikTok a lot, right? So I see a lot of like clips of like Rogan and like Theo. I fucking love them guys. I listen to Rogan once a week, just because it's the only time I can really put them on and really listen. Is when I drive down to Detroit and drive back. The shows are about 3 hours long, and that's perfect for the drive. And if I'm at the house, I can't just like put them on the radio and listen to them. But I really love Rogan. So I get to see a lot of like little snippets when I'm on TikTok, and that's cool. And that's kind of what really pushed me to start listening to him. I wish I listened to him more. Maybe things will change in time, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm getting to is Theo Von. That motherfucker is hilarious, for one. And he says a lot of off-the-wall shit and some crazy shit. Very, very, very entertaining. And I've actually, seen a few clips where he's saying some deep shit. So, last night I'm on the old ticker-talker and catch a clip of him. And these clips are always out of context, so I don't know what led up to this, whatever, but he talked about feeling alone. And he specifically was talking about when he was a child and when he would feel alone. And I'll figure out how to post a link to that fucking video on here. But anyway, feeling alone is not that you feel you don't have anybody. It's that nobody has you. That motherfucker hit me hard. I got all the friends and family I could ask for. Great people I'd call on, But who's calling on me? You? You gonna call on me? Huh? And then I get all fucking excited. But then it fades. Then it fucking fades. Maybe I'm just going through a phase. Maybe I'm just realizing things I already knew to be true, but I had been lying to myself for a while. You know? I ain't gonna kill myself like my dad. It ain't like that. You know, there's always something to keep me going. Video games. Something junk food. Fuck yeah. Mountain Dew and Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Bring 'em on, baby. You guys? Huh? The fucking 3 people that follow this channel? And consider yourself blessed. You get to share my bullshit. Me share my bullshit with you. You know? Well, 16 fucking minutes in. If you made it this far, congratulations. Because I could go for another 60. But I'll just stop here. I hope I made a couple interesting points there. Hopefully put a few smiles on some faces. Yeah, that fucking laundry still got 13 minutes. Lucky number 13. Hey, what's my lucky number? 17. Oh, you can't fucking see it. That was cool. Let's try that. 17 for the 17 dead bodies. If you know, you know. And if you don't, it's an ICP reference.